Hello, hello, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, my mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea. This is our daily vibe from our guides messages for November 3rd, and you all know that I'm a Pisces as well. Okay, let's see what we have here for our tarot cards. We've been given a beautiful card, the Six of Wands, followed by the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Wands, and our final card is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so starting off, and I am using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and they are an absolutely beautiful deck, and I don't use them that often, and I should. So anyway, our first card that we've got is the She-Wolf, and it says, Unleash the Wild Within. Okay, so this is a card that says maybe we've been holding back on our hopes and dreams, and we're being encouraged to chase after them now. And let ourselves emerge as sort of the lone wolf and be willing to go after what we want, and being guided in the right direction to do that. So let's not let any traps or anything hold us back, because life is about to change for some of us. We need to step up, okay, and not allow ourselves any limiting factors of weaker situations to come into the equation. Okay, so this is about us stepping up, being the lone wolf, not having to really follow the pack, and to be able to create something that we really want to create. So this is about being brave, being courageous today, and maybe there's some project or something that you've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, and you're now going to be able to go after that. Okay, you're now going to be able to step up to the plate and do what it is you want to do and go after it. But you need to be enthusiastic. We need to really feel that beautiful feeling of enthusiasm to go after what it is we want. All right, so today's the day where we're going to step up to the plate and say, this is for me. I'm going to do this come what may, and I'm going to be strong and courageous in the process. Underneath that is going to bring us, if we can step up into the power of our confidence level and do this, we can end up with the Six of Wands energy, and that is victory after hard work and struggle. Stepping up to the plate, realizing we're going to see the rewards and the return coming in for our hard work and effort we've been making. Some of you may be receiving an award, a diploma, a credit, accommodation, a raise, a new job title, a bonus. Maybe you're getting a little windfall coming in, an inheritance, a remittance, something like that, a refund. But whatever you've done, you're going to see the return coming in for it. So this is from your endeavors, from what you've applied your blood, sweat, and tears into, what you've invested your time into, and you deserve that. So, letting your wildness within, unleash it here with this wolf card and go after that goal, because the minute you do, you're going to see everything shift. Things are going to improve and get even better. So this is amazing, this beautiful card and representation and meaning. The next card coming in for us is the Traveler, and it says, move in a new direction. Okay, welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or your inner world, whatever it is you want to go after here. So it's a process. Maybe you're going through a process of awakening and understanding even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach us that we are never really alone, and our angels and ancestors are really walking with us. So maybe the road we're taking may be the less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for our emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, okay, it's about covering distance within. And we're going to be evolving every single moment of it. We need to remember to keep things simple and to lighten our load, because that will make our journey more enjoyable. We are also being encouraged to see how far we've come to this point and how we've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support us in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way we'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Beautiful. So going within or even going without, into the outer world, traveling, being able to meet new people. Maybe you're working today and you're working with people internationally where you're being involved with different countries and ethnicities and cultures and things where we can always learn something from them and share things with each other. So you're moving in a new direction, whether you're doing it physically or you're doing it spiritually today, my beautiful fellow Pisces. We come in underneath that with the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is that card that says, well, yeah, this is great. I got this victory card here, but, I'm putting out these proposals, ideas, letters, resumes, interviews, and whatever, and I'm not seeing the return coming in as fast or as much as I thought I would. Well, this is a card that says, don't worry about it. You've done everything that you could possibly do right. You planted your seeds really deep and secure, and you already are seeing some elevation here. You're seeing some growth. You're seeing some return for your hard work and effort. Don't worry. You've done everything right. It will come in, and everything comes in due time, right? Everything comes in the right time, divine timing. So the hard work that you put in will definitely be coming in at the right time for you. Okay, so let's see what we have here for your next card coming in. You have been given the Guardian Angel. So interesting card. It says you are not alone. Okay, and we're not alone, right? We know that. Spirit has our back. Spirit's around us all the time. This shows that white feather. And often when we see a white feather land at our feet, in front of us, we always think of our ancestors in the past. It could be sending us a message, eh? And this reminds us to watch for signs and reminders from our angels and our loved ones that are close by. And we need to remember they're working hard to guide us. They're by our side. They're protecting us. We've always had those sort of, I don't want to say near-death experiences, but those times where we kind of say, oh, wow, I got off that time. I could have really ended up a lot worse. And often that's our guides and angels protecting us, right? Our ancestors that have stepped forward. So everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them all their past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you're never alone and never will be alone. It's a card that comes in, and it's a huge reminder that there's always help and support available to us. All we have to do is acknowledge it and reach out and ask. Okay, just don't be afraid to do that. Be the first to go there. Don't be afraid. It's a reminder that there's always help and support available to us. Our guardian angel is with us now and is here to aid us in all our endeavors in order to fully receive their support. First, ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for our highest good. So don't be afraid, like I said, to go through those doors of opportunity and ask your spirit guides, can you tell me, what I need to do next? Or, what do I have to follow? Can you guide me along this path? And you'd be amazed the turns and the detours as you traverse through anything today, how it changes and in your favor. Now, the Five of Wands comes in and says, this is a card of struggle and arguments and disagreements and competition and all of those emotions. But you have the free will, my beautiful fellow Pisces, to choose to get involved with this or not, okay? This is, your choice. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Don't get involved in everybody else's little minor, arguments. People always want to suck us into their drama, right? Pisces, that's who we are. We're the innate healers. They feel this affinity to want to do that with us, and we often surrender to that. But we need to stop ourselves today. We can't be involved in everybody's cause and everybody's battle. We need to remember that, okay? Our guardian angels are saying here, they're here to support us, as theirs are too, if they take notice and just step into that. So Pisces, this is a card that says pick and choose your battles wisely. Don't go out there and get involved, especially in other people's drama at all costs. Now, we got a beautiful card here called the Lord. And I often think of this card as, I kind of think of this card kind of like an elder, or kind of like the Emperor. So you remember when I talk about the Emperor, I always say you're in the seat of power now. You have the ability to take the steering wheel and control your emotions in the direction you want to go. Well, this card actually says, take charge with authority, okay? Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong, okay? This card says that, you know, you're able to move forward. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. And if we feel that our kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that, okay? There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging us to hold our ground and speak our mind in a fiercely loving way. We have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for our growth. And it's time to take charge before we find ourselves in a situation we don't want to be in. We're being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed around. And it also is the energy of ambition, and it can show that we have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if we act with authority and show who we really are, stepping up to the plate, letting the powers that be know who we are and what we have and what we are capable of doing. So Pisces, you're stepping up into your power here. And the Nine of Wands says, even though there's struggle here, you're not going to back down. The Nine of Wands says you have the ability to keep moving forward. Don't allow yourself to get up in your head and get doubtful of your motives and your gifts that you have therein. This is moving forward. He looks like he's been wounded. He struggled hard to get where he is, and that's because he had a cause. He wasn't going to relinquish and surrender. He worked hard for something, and he deserves to fight for it and hang on to it. And Pisces, you have that ability too. Whatever you're building here, your legacy here, your future here, hold it dear and protect it. Defend it to the end. Okay, that's what you need to do. Okay, let's see what we have here for additional information. These are quite interesting cards, aren't they, guys? Let me know what you think of them. They're very different. All right, let's see what we have here. Cut the deck. Okay, so our first card coming in is claiming our success. Our next card says we have potential. Whoops. And the next card we have says impressive, followed by the card drama. Well, there's our drama, right? And what's on the bottom? New job title. Well, I talked about that, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, right here I talked about it. Okay, so we're claiming our success now. I mean, we're getting commended for what we're doing here. And we're in charge now. And it's all because we trusted our instincts, our intuition, our little inner voice of reason, and of course our angels and spirit around us. We're coming into our own here, and we're able now to go after what we want, and we're moving in a new and even better direction. We're impressing others, and we are not going to get caught up in other people's drama. Well, my beautiful Pisces, this is our daily vibe for today, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful one. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful fellow Pisces.